Hello everyone, today I will talk about how the 5G technology is changing China's economy, industries, and society. This speech is divided into sections. I will first explain what the 5G is and why it matters. Then, I will discuss its impact on the different areas, followed by the goals and the key findings of this research. So let's say the next part is about the research background. So for the evolution of the mobile communication. So mobile communication has come a long way. So for 1G allowed basic voice call but was costly and limited. So for 2G introduced the digital communication makes mobile phones more affordable. 3G and 4G focus on the internet and the data service, enabling apps like the radio stream and social media. So why 5G is different? 5G is not just faster, it is smarter. It connected people, machines, and the device with the ultra-fast speed and the minimum delay. This makes the technologies like the smart cities, self-driving cars, and the remote medical care possible. So China is leading the world in the 5G. Over 3.3 million base stations have been built by the 2023. By the 2030, 88% of China's population is expected to use 5G, helping the drive evolutions and the digital economy. So this part is talk about the research questions. So for the first question is how does the construction of 5G based stations promote economic growth in China's manufacturing industry? Next question is about what are the specific manufacturings of the economic construction contribution of the expansion of the 5G based stations to China's financial industry. So last question is about how does the popularization of the 5G based stations promote the growth of the medical industry and improve the service efficiency. So this part will talk about the research objectives. The first objective is explore the impact mechanism and the economic benefits of 5G based station construction on the China's manufacturing GDP growth. The next objective is analyze how the application of the 5G technology in the financial industry optimize the efficiency of the financial service and quantify its contributions to the GDP of the financial industry. The last objective is evaluate the role of the 5G in the medical industry, including the specific performance of the cost effectiveness and the service improvement to review its impact on the GDP of the medical industry.
I will introduce a part of literature review. In the previous section, we have identified the questions of this study, and below I will describe the assumptions of each question based on previous research. That is, how the number of 5G base stations will affect the three industries that will contribute the most to economic growth in China, and those boost the growth of the Chinese economy. First of all, in the manufacturing industry, with the development of 5G technology, enterprises can intelligently monitor all aspects of the production process, improve product quality, and reduce production costs. At the same time, enterprise can also achieve accurate matching of supply and demand through internet-based customer data collection. In terms of business models, 5G technology is also spawning new industry chains, such as internet community. Therefore, the first hypothesis we put forward is that the number of 5G base stations is positively correlated with the GDP of the manufacturing industry. Secondly, in the financial industry, 5G technology makes the transaction environment more secure and also create more financial industry software functions, making transaction more convenient. In addition, 5G technology also provides more financial information channels, making the application scenario of the financial industry more diversified. Therefore, the second hypothesis we put forward is that the number of 5G base stations is positively correlated with the GDP of the financial industry. Finally, in the medical industry, according to Liu's research in 2024, 5G technology is continuing to play a role. Doctors can rely on 5G technology to achieve remote disease monitoring and make more accurate disease judgments based on the data support provided by 5G technology. Therefore, the third hypothesis we put forward is that the number of 5G base stations is positively correlated with the GDP of the medical industry.
I will introduce Chapter 3 methodology and Chapter 4 data analysis. As the first, I'd like to introduce data collection methods. Actually, this study uses external data from reliable sources like databases, government reports, and academic papers. The key databases include statistics, World Bank data, and China Knowledge Online for up-to-date statistics, and government reports such as MIIT and NBSC. And finally, its academic articles on 5G provide both theoretical support and additional data. And then I will introduce the methods used in the assignment. The first one is secondary data analysis. It is the analysis and interpretation of data that already exists. This method is efficient and extensive. By using existing data resources and research results, secondary data analysis can save time and cost, while ensuring that the results of the study have a certain degree of reliability. And the second one is descriptive analysis. It is a type of data analysis that helps to describe, display, and summarize data points in a constructive way. And the raw data is covered into a form that can be easily understood and interpreted to provide forecasted information. The third method is correlation analysis. It is a statistical technique that can be used to analyze the effects of two or more independent variables on a single interval-scale dependent variable. It is in particular to measure the strength and direction of their linear relationship. And the last one is multiple regression analysis. It's also a technical technique. It can be used to analyze the effect of two or more independent variables on a single interval-scale dependent variable. Then I will introduce the analysis results. Here is the descriptive analysis chart. It summarizes a 5G base station, manufacturing GDP, bank industry GDP, and medical spending. It including their maximum, minimum, mean, and standard deviation. For example, the average number of 5G base stations is 20.01, with a standard error of 6.23, showing significant variation across region and time period. The number range from a minimum of 1.3 to a maximum of 40.42. It highlighting the uneven distribution with some area having far more stations than others. This is the correlation analysis table. As shown in the figure, China's manufacturing GDP, bank industry GDP, and medical GDP are strongly positive correlated. Among these variables, the positive correlation between bank industry GDP and the number of 5G base stations is a strong seat at 0.992. Finally is the regression analysis results. Actually, the regression model as a whole is statistically significant with a very high R-squared value, showing a good fit. The p-values of all the independent variables are less than 0.05, means that they are significant in the model. Among them, bank industry GDP has the strongest positive effect on the dependent variable.
So let's see the conclusion. In conclusion, 5G is changing how industries work, how people live, and how society grows. Governments and companies should invest more in 5G to create equal opportunities across regions. Future research should focus on how 5G can close the gap between the urban and the rural areas. 5G is more than just a faster internet. It is a tool for the innovation, better living, and strong industries. Let's use it wisely to unlock its full potential. Thank you for your listening.